Wherever you are around the world, ladies and gentlemen, forget COVID-19, get self-isolating and strap yourselves in for some Friday night racing. It's season number 1, race number 1, and we're starting where Formula 1 began, here in Silverstone, home of the British Grand Prix, which first started in 1948 around this airfield. We have 2 divisions of 20 drivers. Tonight we're showcasing the top one with 20 of the quickest drivers the league has to offer, who will all be battling to the very last lap to chase the all-important drivers and Constructors' Championships. They will do this over the next 14 races, which take us to the 19th of June, where we hope Formula 1 2020 might be released not long after. Unfortunately, the real F1 calendar isn't going ahead at the moment, but I can assure you this race is not one to be missed. The track itself, 3.66 miles in length, and it features 18 corners, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. There are 2 DRS zones to help with the overtaking, one down the Wellington Straight to Brooklands, the other down the Hanger Straight down to Stowe, of course. Top speeds of potentially 215 miles per hour and an average top speed of 152 miles per hour. Lap distance at full throttle taken at 78%. 0% chance of rain this evening. A new system being implemented at Friday Night Racing that we use for real world timed weather. So the 3 dry tyre compounds in use this evening. The red marked soft tyre being the quickest, medium compound about 7/10 of a second slower per lap, and the hard's 1.4 seconds slower per lap. But don't expect to see them unless we have a safety car. C1, C2, C3. 18 minutes of qualifying has already been done, so let's take a look at those results. So here's the starting grid then. Jay Fosher and his Toro Rosso will be leading the pack off the lights with his time 1 minute 26.371, which actually wasn't the quickest, but you'll see why he's first in a second. Joining him, front row, will be Sector in his Renault 8 milliseconds slower, 26.379. Starting the second row in his Red Bull's Ryan, 2/10 slower than Sector. 4th place, the first of the Merc drivers, is Isto Toast, 1/2 tenth slower than Ryan. 5th place in the Ferrari, AKY outqualifies his teammate Jazzy Jeff, who starts in 13th this evening, and in 6th place with a 5-place grid penalty from pole position, the driver who actually set the quickest time of the 1 minute 26.206 Lego Minecraft. 7th is LRB, he's partnered with Conrad in the Racing Point. 8th place driver is the other Merc of Midi Gombold. He'll be looking to improve on that position this evening, with his time being a 1:27.319, 1.1 seconds off the leader's pace. Completing the top 10, you have ART's J-Luke, the first of the Williams drivers, and the second Racing Point driver is Conrad, only 1/10 behind his teammate in 7th place. Nicholas Volkman in the Haas is 11th, Rescue is 12th in the McLaren. He'll be looking to definitely improve on that. Jazzy Jeff, ART Kyle, Thomas Volkman, Trulson and Joe complete down to the 17th spot, and Lily White will start 18th as no time was set. I'm sure there'll be incidents, collisions and possibly even a safety car to come over the next 26 laps. Let's get on to the starting grid and let's see the action unfold. Welcome to the first race of the season. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first race of Friday Night Racing? It's time to get going. It's lights out and away we go. It wasn't a long hold at all. Sector looked to have got a pretty good start. Jay Fosher got the better start. Into Abbey he goes, led by Sector, Wine led by AKY. All the cars still on the track. There's a Ferrari going wide as well. There's a little bit of contact at the back, and that's ART Kyle in his Williams. We still keep going. Sector takes the inside of Jay Fosher out of arena, and I think he might just have that move done. They're going to be wheel to wheel out of turn 5. Jay Fosher goes on the curb a little bit as it's slowing down. Sector's going to have the inside line into Brooklands, I think. Jay Fosher's going to try and work his way on the outside. He doesn't quite get it. Where's Lego Minecraft gone? He's now down to 7th for pole sitter. Ryan's in 3rd, AKY, who's gone into 4th. He's overtaken Iso Toast in his Ferrari, down to Cops for the first time out of 26 times. Sector and Jay Fosher might go wheel to wheel. Jay Fosher has a tap on the brakes. That may invite Ryan in. A couple of connection glitches from Jay Fosher in front. But pretty interesting start. All the cars seem to be doing okay, except Kyle, who's lost for position. We'll go through position changes as Sector goes wide out of Chapel. Nearly loses his back end. Jay Fosher's going to go on the right hand side. He's going to have the inside line down to Stowe at turn 15. Ryan's going to try and get it in on the action as well. He tucks in behind Sector, who respectively tucks in behind Jay Fosher. They're wheel to wheel going down to Vale. Sector, I think, is going to have the inside line. Jay Fosher puts his Toro Rosso through. He's going to overtake sector officially. Ryan and the Ferrari of AKY is going to tuck in behind. And what an interesting lap one we've had at Silverstone, and I'm sure we've got 25 more laps of absolute chaos. But it seems mostly everything has been clean so far, which is good to see. Position changes. ART cars only dropped 4, so it's not the end of the world. He'll have time to catch that up. He's almost nearly caught up Lily White anyway. The top 3 haven't changed, even though I thought Lego Minecraft was first. But maybe he had a 5-place grid penalty. So maybe I'll have to check that, as the Ferrari of AKY has spun to the left hand side. I think there was a touch from, I think it might have been Ryan, I'm not sure. It looked quite weak though, I'm not quite sure how his Ferrari span, but he's now back just behind his teammate Jazzy Jeff, down to Cobbs. LRB is tucking behind the Mercedes. Lego Minecraft is tucking behind LRB as well. Lego Minecraft got a decent exit out of Cobbs. He's going to go on the left hand side of LRB, wheel to wheel through maggots. LRB steps back, allows the Alfa Romeo through, and he's going to try and overtake Toast as quickly as he can, of course, and work his way back to the top. Jay Frosher leads the British Grand Prix, the first race of Friday Night Racing. Sector second, Ryan third, Toast fourth, Lego fifth, NRB sixth, Volkman 11th and 12th. The gaps are so close. I mean, look at that. Leader gap from let's take third to 18th is only 9 seconds, which is just crazy. A couple of overtakes going down Stone. Nicholas Volkman might have got an overtake on the Red Bull of Joe, which he has, but Nicholas Volkman is spinning away. He's moving his wheel to the right to kind of not lose too many positions. AKY has retired in his Ferrari, and I didn't see what happened, but he's retired on Brooklands. There probably won't be a safety car, as the car... Oh, Trulson's retired as well, into Woodcott, I think, and I didn't see that either. And that's a Williams of ART car just going wide through Cops, but it wouldn't have lost him too much time, as Lily White and Thomas Volkman have a little bit of a wheel-to-wheel contact out of Cops. I think we saw it too late again. But I don't think there's major damage for Thomas Volkman. I'm not sure what the damage is for Lily White either. He's missing a right end plate, Lily White. So we'll see what happens there. Sector and LRB, wheel to wheel through Club. And I think LRB is going to go as wide as he can to try and get what he can out of the move. LRB gets a 3-second time penalty for going wide. Sector uses a lot of curb in Abbey, and Sector is just about to lead both of the cars. LRB tries to make a dive from the inside out of turn 3. Doesn't quite work out, but it was a good attempt. He's going to have DRS on Sector, who may have DRS on Lego Minecraft, which he doesn't. So will LRB have the speed to make a move into Brooklands? I just don't think the gap is there for Hav to make a move already. Must have been just a little bit of contact there. J Luke has retired. Oh, what happened there? J Luke Williams is completely round at the start of the pit lane, and that has caused a safety car, which means his teammate Kyle can now pit. So this is what happened to J Luke, and you may hear his reaction. I'm sorry if there's any swearing, of course I won't put it in. So he comes round slow, loses the car, goes into a wall. Oh no. And his
How has that took my wheel
off? And that is what happened with that. Into Vale he goes, clubs to go 16, 17 and 18, and Jay Frosher, for the second time in Friday Night Racing's Season 1 Race 1, he gets the British Grand Prix underway, led by Toast, Lego Minecraft third, wide set to LRB, through Abbey Vigo, down to Village at turn number 3, no major overtakes early on. Weschker's got a 3-second pen for multiple warnings. I'm not quite sure what they were, maybe taking too much curb of Abbey, I'm not too sure. ART Cow tucks in 11th, Conrad 12th, Jazzy Jeff 13th, Lily White 14th, Thomas Volkman 15th. We won't have DRS for another 3 laps. All the cars behaving themselves after the second restart of this British Grand Prix. Pretty much he's still 4th place. Lego Minecraft might make a move to Toast. He goes to the inside of Stowe, turn 15, but it's as late as he possibly can. Wheel to wheel. Toast has to go off the circuit to get a better exit. They're still wheel to wheel down into Vale. Can we get a good dynamic view? I think Lego Minecraft just about makes the move. Toast might have make a move back into Club though. Just going past to start finish lane. Toast drags the Alfa Romeo out as much as possible. Wheel to wheel. They're going to be the same through Abbey. Please give me a good dynamic view. Jay Foster leads us on to lap number 11. They're still wheel to wheel, literally down into turn 3, out to turn 4. Lego Minecraft might have the inside line now, but Toast will have maybe a better outward line. And who's going to have the DRS, I'm not sure, but Toast might have just nicked into the second place. I think Lego will have the DRS. Oh, never mind, no one will have DRS because we just had a safety car. My bad. Into Brooklands, the Alfa Romeo of Lego tries to take the inside. Has he pushed Toast out? Toast goes for a switchback, sorry. Through Luffield. These guys just won't give it up. Has Lego got the move done? Initially, yes. Yes, short term, yes. Long term, no idea. Toast might make a move on the inside of Cops. It'll be very, very risky though. And Toast has to step back a little bit. That's allowed Ryan and Sector to get even closer to these two cars in front through Maggers and Beckett's for the first time after the safety car restart. And not much on the overtaking side. Toast goes wide on the gravel. That means Ryan's going to have a better exit down the hanger straight towards Stowe. Sector's going to get involved as well. Toast might have a double overtake done on him here, and he does. Ryan in the Red Bull, Sector in the Renault, both overtake him into Vale. Toast might get that 4th place position back, and he does. Sector has to resist a little bit. Lots of overtakes happening after the safety car. We have DRS back on. Ryan may have a chance on Lego. Toast may have a chance of Ryan through Abbey. Sector goes fully flat out, taking that inside line as much as he can, using as much curve as possible. Can't quite get the move done on Toast. Wow. Did Sector get a better exit? Maybe he has. Toast moves to the left, then moves to the right. Sector might break late and go down to the inside, tries to push out the Mercedes a little bit. Toast does the switchback for the second time, but on a different driver. Sector trying to keep that Renault on the trying to give the Mercedes as much track as possible, but also as little through Cops they go. And Sector just keeps that 4th position. Ryan pulls away a little bit. Lego pulls away from him as well. Lego will be making a move on Jay Foster as soon as possible. Struggling a little bit at the back. AFC Kyle got a 3-second penalty. Lily White goes spinning as we just go off his screen into the pit lane wall on the right hand side, and he's lost his right wing. He's going to have to pit again, is Lily White, and like he said, he doesn't really like Silverstone, and unfortunately not the race he would have been looking for. These 3 drivers have been racing with each other for quite a long time, I believe, into Cops. Mini Godball can go quicker than the others on those soft tyres. He's going to move to right hand side, get as close to the back of the racing point as he can. A little bit of a touch for both of them as Conrad goes a little bit wide into 11 12. Mini Godball tries to move on the right hand side, and he gets the move done on Conrad, and he's going to lead down the hanger straight to Stowe. So Mini Godball now in 10th in his Mercedes. Kyle might make a move down to the inside of Stowe, breaks as late as he can on Conrad, and he gets the move done. So good move there by Kyle. Conrad's lost 2 positions. But Lego Minecraft is maybe the time to make his move on the inside of Brooklands, and he has the move done on those medium tyres. So Lego Minecraft now leads the Grand Prix. Will he have to pit again? No idea, but we have 11 laps to go, including this one, and we shall see. But Jay Foster is not going to give up easy though. He's going to try and remain as close behind the Alfa Romeo as he can, but he knows he cannot go fully flat out through Cots. But somehow on those hard tyres he gets a better line than Lego Minecraft, but tucks in behind, as it would have been too risky to force an overtake through Maggots and Beckett's. And look at that shot. Why don't we have more of them shots? And that's what we like to see. Joe has got a 3-second time penalty in P8. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and Joe in his Red Bull has a DNF'd from the British Grand Prix. As you can see, he's all the way down there. And we have a virtual safety car here in Silverstone. And that allows for medium drivers to pit as well. Wow. Now, Ryan has stayed out. Whether that's because he passed the pit lane or not. But can he take those tyres till the end of the race? I don't know what the gap's going to be. Wesker stayed out. Kyle stayed out. Soft tyres have gone on. Toast has gone medium. Lots of changes coming out of the pits. We'll get to those in a second. But Ryan has a really good chance here. A really good chance. Look at the gap. He's got a 15-second gap. Toast has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Is that Toast's race over? I don't know. I saw Toast has spun. Thomas, I don't think he did. Well, maybe, I don't know. But Thomas Volkmann has spun out of Cops. And he's now 9th place as Nicholas Volkmann goes past. And Conrad isn't quite close enough to do to make a move on Thomas Volkmann. But Conrad's on softs, so he's got a chance to get him into the top 10. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. I think Lego Minecraft and Kyle going into Vale together. Can Kyle withstand the soft compound pressure? No, he cannot. Lego Minecraft now, to try and win this race, needs to get past Reshka as soon as possible, because then he's got to catch a certain Ryan with 7 laps to go, and he's probably going to do it as Reshka locks up the front right tyre. And he needs to get past the McLaren basically down to Brooklands as Ryan is just increasing that gap. And Lego Minecraft won't have a chance to win this race if he can't get past Reshka now. Reshka moves to the left hand side to cover the inside line for Brooklands. He's still going quite quick on those hard tyres. Lego Minecraft tries to go on the right hand side. He collides with Reshka as they both try to go through. And it unfortunately never works. Reshka's gone from 2nd to 6th. And he's now got 3 drivers behind him who are on the soft tyres, but luckily for him they're not too close just yet. Good, there's a virtual safety car for a Lily White DNF out of Maggots and Beckett's. And this is not a bad thing for Ryan. If this buys him 30 seconds, just 30 seconds of tyre wear, that is all he needs. We will see. Sector goes wide, and Jay Fosher goes back, or goes into 4th place. Sector trying makes a move into Vale, which didn't quite happen on this occasion. Conrad and LRB, 7th and 8th respectively. He's just got past Nicholas Volkmann into Stowe, and we've not got very long of the British Grand Prix left. The Mercedes, 10th and 11th respectively. Now you don't normally see that. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, and that is Jay Froscher in Stowe. He's got no damage to his right wing. I just want to double check his left wing as LRB and Reshka go a little bit close. I think LRB's got that move done on Reshka, which he has. So LRB's down to P6, but what happened to Jay Froscher? No damage. Has he been spun by another car, or did he do it himself? I have no idea. I'm not too sure, as this is Jay Fosher's time to make a move on ART car down to Stowe. ART car is going to stay in there as much as it possibly can. Jay Fosher goes as far outside using those soft tyre compounds, and he goes into P4. Ryan is already out of Village, out of Arena, and he's down to Brooklands on the Wellington Straight, and he leads the final lap of the British Grand Prix. And for not pitting under virtual safety car, what a decision that was. For 18 laps, I've no idea. Ryan underscore 55X is making his way down to the final chicane. He's going to make his way through the club section. The best thing he did for the first race of the season was not pit under the virtual safety car, and because of that, he does win the British Grand Prix with Friday Night Racing, the first winner of the season. Congratulations to Ryan. Lego Minecraft comes in a 2nd place, 10 seconds behind Ryan. Sector will come in a net P3, but he's got penalties. Jay Froscher initially, he's going to take the podium spot. I think that's going to lock in. Sector's moved down to P5 with penalties. Reshku's moved up into P4. Kyle P6. LRB Conrad 7th and 8th. Nicholas Volkmann gets a 9th place spot, and I Stole Toast has a few penalties, I think. So I'm not too sure who's going to get 10th here. If Jazzy Jeff has no penalties, he might get it. Who's going to get the final point? I think it was Mini Goldboard. No, it wasn't. It was Isosos. So the Mercedes drivers only getting 1 point. So what a race it was. Thank you all if you've watched till this far. Thank you to the drivers for taking part as well. It was a fantastic night of racing in both leagues. But here are your final results then. So Ryan's picking up 25 points, he went up 3 positions, a race time of 42 minutes and 13 seconds. Lego's 10 seconds behind, taking 19 points due to his fastest lap in the race. Jay Fosher gets a 3rd on the podium. He gets 16 points for his point in for getting P1 in qualifying. Reshke 4th, Sector 5th, ART Camber Williams 6th, LRB 7th, Conrad 8th, both of them in the racing point. Nicholas Volkman 9th, completing the top 10 was Toast. This is all after incidents, so these are absolutely confirmed. And Jazzy Jeff, Mini and Thomas, those 3 completing the race, but unfortunately not getting any points. DNFs from Lily White, Joe ARTJ, Luke, Truson, AKY, and of course Owen did not race this evening. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in on Friday night 10 PM for Belgium Spa, what's going to be another cracking race. Have a good weekend, have a good week when you're watching this. Take care.